Thursday right here on Voice of the Caribbean. So you can expect the best mixes of the old school. Yeah, I mean, I talk about way back to way back old school reggae, old school soca, old school Caribbean vibes. Yeah. And then tomorrow, my favorite day of the week is Fire Friday, when we come with that, woo, the energy, as they say. So I never really, even as I prepared for today's show, and I was thinking about, do I talk about, Reggae Sumfest and the crowning of Vibes Cartel and, the whole hubbubaloo, as they say, with Spice and, on stage. And I don't know how you felt about that. Everybody, were you tuned into the Reggae Sumfest, or did you watch the clips afterwards of the crowning of one Mr. Vibes Cartel during the show, and how Spice did the honors and crowned him during that incredible and historic performance? What were your thoughts on that? But after I saw the news of the passing of Malcolm Jamal Warner, I wanted to shift a little bit, like I said, and become a little bit more reflective of life. Because, like I said, one of the things that we can do, even in tragedy, even in heartbreak, is to try to see what lessons we can take from it to apply so that we can live a more full life, one that is full of love and compassion. And one thing I've really enjoyed seeing, even though, losing him is such a tragedy and a heartbreak, is there are so many clips of him. Malcolm Jamal Warner, the actor that played Theo Huxtable in The Cosby Show, again passed away this past Sunday of a drowning, accidental drowning in Costa Rica, off the coast of Costa Rica. And like I said, I've been seeing a lot of tributes pour in. I've been seeing people who, like me, felt very touched by him. And, he will be sorely missed. His career, like I said, had almost like a beautiful second half. He's been the producer of the Magic School Bus. If you have kids, probably you'll know about that series, an amazing kids cartoon series. He also was a part of, the television program Suits. I haven't watched The Resident. Please don't judge me. But I got a massage yesterday. Yesterday I went and got a massage and a facial. And I was talking, first of all, my massage therapist only speaks Spanish, right? Welcome to Miami. So I am always in there struggling with my Spanglish, talking to her. Shout out to Johanna. And I talk to Johanna and I try to remember my high school Spanish. And it's so difficult sometimes with the verbs, etc. But we were talking about this, and I was trying to explain to her what I was going to talk about on the news and on my show. She always asks me what I'm going to talk about on my show. I'm giving Epstein a little bit of a rest today. I'm giving Alligator Alcatraz a little bit of a rest. Catch my show from last week. I just posted it on our YouTube, and I just posted it on the Voice of the Caribbean Instagram. So you can stay on top of what's happening with Alligator Alcatraz and stuff. We're not going to let up on that, right? Because we have to understand, what is happening to the human beings. Yes. Fortunately, they are not documented, but they still have human rights. Yeah. So there's so much going on in the world. But I did want to take some time just to stop and recognize this amazing human being. According to ABC News, Malcolm Jamal Warner was swimming with a friend and his daughter, and a surfer used his board to bring Warner's daughter to safety, and a volunteer lifeguard pulled Warner and another surfer to shore. So the other individual was a surfer, my mistake. So a surfer used his board to bring Warner's daughter to safety, and a volunteer lifeguard pulled Warner and another surfer to shore, where Warner was given 45 minutes of CPR, according to police. 45 minutes of CPR. It's crazy. Police told ABC News on Tuesday that an autopsy on Warner had been completed. The forensic pathology department said that the autopsy confirmed that Warner's death was described as asphyxiation by submersion and was ruled accidental. Minowan drone. That's one of the more horrific type ways to go, because you are fully conscious of what is happening to you. And there are reports as well that there were signs and signage at this beach. Now, of course, you can't say what he knew, or did he see the sign, or did Malcolm Jamal Warner see the signs that were warning about, rough, not, it didn't even say rough surf. It said like danger of drowning. The signs themselves on the beach, they were posted at different locations. I'm wondering where he parked or where he walked. Did he see the beach sign notice? Did he see the location? Because it would strike me that as a dad, as he portrayed, and like I said, I don't know him personally. I'm just looking at his posts now. One of the lovely things that have come after this tragedy is so much of him in his own words, snippets that he put on social media, interviews that he had where no one paid attention to them before. It's amazing to me sometimes. Oh, we do not appreciate people in life. The man had a beautiful spirit, like a beautiful soul. Just watching him, and like I said, shout out to everybody watching on the YouTube side. Y'all hit the like button if you're watching on the YouTube side. Shout out to everybody watching on the app. Voice of the Caribbean is to an app, so you can download us in the App Store. Take us wherever you go. But today I got a little sadness in my voice. Why? Because of the loss of the incredible actor, poet, musician, Malcolm Jamal Warner. And it's a person that I really respect so much. And I wanted to take some time off of, from the Suzette Speaks show, off from the headlines, the Epstein. I could talk about Epstein. I could take it to Jamaica. I could talk about Sumfest and the crowning of, Vibes Cartel. I could take it so many different directions. There were so many headlines I wanted to talk about today. But I just want to pause for an incredible man who deserves, recognition. And I hope that in his 54 years, he died at just the age of 54. It hurt my heart when I was watching, like I said, the headline that came out, and it broke here. Again, my show only comes out on Thursday, so I sometimes go on my YouTube and I do a little lives. And just seeing the outpouring from especially Black people who felt his impact through the portrayal of, Theo Huxtable, and what that meant to so many families, to so many men and boys at the time who grew up watching The Cosby Show and had not seen a cool yet smart yet, figuring himself out, jostling lovingly with his parents, trying to push back on his parents, trying to get, where he needed to go as an adult. It was beautiful to see that portrayal. Police told ABC News on Tuesday that an autopsy of Warner again showed that he had accidentally drowned, which is described as asphyxiation by submersion. Both surfers survived, police said. Warner's body arrived in San Joaquin de Flores on Monday at 4:30 p.m. local time. And we'll continue to talk about this. I got to take a quick pause for the cause. More about the Malcolm Jamal Warner loss, the loss of almost like a family member. When we get back, don't go anywhere. There's a Suzette Speaks show live. We'll be right back after this.
Inside I-9 this Friday, July the 25th, is Atta Maestro out of Bassa Bassa, Kingston, Jamaica. I-9 located at 5305.
Hey y'all, how you doing?
Mikey White is hosted by Mikey Mike. More information, 954-914-8332 or 954-816-2993. Atta Maestro, live inside. Amazing Fridays, inside Club I-9.
I don't have my good cameras today. It's annoying. I have two cameras that are close by and none of them are working. Whoops. How's everybody doing nonetheless? I'm a little peeved. Well, what can you do? You can only do what you can do. I hope you're having a beautiful day. Shout out to everybody watching. Sad news today. I tried to set up my screen sideways. My thing don't want to rotate. It is what it is. We're just doing the best we can. But I give God thanks. Wanted to do a little tribute, or a show tribute, not little, a show tribute to Malcolm Jamal Warner, because he had such an impact on me, and I know on the culture, and not only here in the United States, but around the world. So many people looked up to him. I'm gonna let me pull up his resume. Let me put up his resume. But I give thanks for his life. Say hello if you're watching. I have like 30 people watching. Hello, what's up, everybody? Should I restart it and try to go sideways? I don't know what's going on my phone today. It does not want to go long ways. But I give thanks to God. Give thanks to God, no matter what. Like it had me kind of sad. I wanted to put my chairs up a little. Oh. Put my chair up to get the other angle better. Ooh, this chair is high. I don't know if that'll work. Anyway, how's everybody? Hello, chat. Hope you're good. Shout out to everybody watching. Thirsty. Anyone? Cheers. Hope everybody's having a good day. I'm just mad. My good cameras are not on.
The Angel and
We got quite a few commercials, so just hang tight for me. I might try to do a little bit on Facebook. I'm a little annoyed by all of it, but gotta talk about it. Should I talk about Epstein? Are you guys on the Epstein thing? Oh no. Let me see. Malcolm Jamal Warner resume. I know he did a lot. I was reading about him, but let me just make sure I highlight some of his top attributes. God is good, man. And I will be hosting a couple things. Everybody want to call me right before my show. It's crazy. Everybody want to call me right before my show. I have to plug two concerts. Of course, I don't see it. Where are the flyers? Excuse me 1 second. I'm gonna get my flyers. I'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. Oh, excuse me. I'm going to be right back. I know what's coming up. Alrighty. Oh, guys, I hope everybody's having a beautiful day. Yes, thank you. This is exactly what I need. Thank you. I didn't go and say I never announced it. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right, we got about 3 minutes of commercials. Hope everybody's good. Man, these camera angles suck, bro. My good camera angle is not on. What's And we have a lot of events coming up. It's the time of year. All right, we'll just do the best we can. God is with me. Let me clear off that. Should I clean off that? That camera don't look clean, but it is what it is. I'm gonna leave it. I'm not gonna stress myself. Let me see. Ow. We do the best we can around here. Praise God. How's everybody doing? Okay, well, that's the best we're gonna get. I don't think we can get any better. That's the best we're gonna get. Okay. Give thanks. Yeah, we have a bunch of events coming up, and I gotta announce them when we come back from break. I want to do a little Facebook Live. We'll see how that goes. Hit the like button if you don't mind, please. I started this beautiful show, but it didn't want to go orientation-wise my way, so we are just vibing. I hope you guys are having a great time and a great day. I hope you guys are having a good day. Talking about Malcolm Jamal Warner today. And, sad, but I wanted to give a tribute to him. I wonder if I should just tape myself and then upload it to get the orientation right. But yeah, I have about 1 more minute of commercials, guys.
Street located at 7875.
Hey, how's it going? Hit the like button, y'all. Trying to think if there's any other exciting story. I was trying to think what kind of story I should tell today about me personally, but I couldn't think of something that was interesting enough to think to tell about because I haven't done it. Oh, I could talk about Baby Sham. I could talk about the Baby Sham concert. I could do that. I could talk about the Baby Sham concert. I gotta talk about this. Okay, that's what I'll do. I'll talk about the Baby Sham concert. Okay. Yeah, I'll talk about that. I think what else did I do fun? I have cousins coming in town this weekend. I have a cousin from DC coming in town and a cousin from Orlando. So we're gonna be outside this weekend. We'll be outside this weekend. So we'll see how that goes. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. God be with us. Got about a minute left. My headphones, these headphones are awkward. They're not actually working. One of them is on, one of them is off, and it's like super loud. Anyway, y'all say what's up. I'm curious as to who's watching. I got a few folks, and I'm gonna remix this into a short because whatever. Okay, we're on. Foundation from birth, here man, a low culture. Say, we're representing for the vice of the Caribbean, Jamaica and far beyond. Yeah, was Shuggy, this voice of Caribbean. 1021 Shuggy on the line. 24 hours of the best Caribbean music. You're listening to WZPP,
the new 96.1
FM. It's old school throwback Thursdays on WZPP Radio.
Yes, good afternoon and welcome. Suzette Speaks on the mic. Wagwan, wagwan. It's a beautiful Thursday. No rain just yet. We're supposed to be getting a little bit more drier weather as the Saharan dust. We talked about that last week. The Saharan dust is coming through and that takes away the moisture in the atmosphere. Yes, this is the beautiful desert sand that comes all the way from North Africa, like I just like to say Africa, from Africa, and turns our atmosphere into a drier atmosphere. So we'll be outside. Like sometimes you have to be careful with the Saharan dust because if you have respiratory issues, it can impact you in a negative way. So just be advised that Saharan dust is in our atmosphere, I think Thursday, Friday, even into the weekend. So just take precaution if you need to. And again, I might be outside. I'm not going to lie. My cousins are in town. Shout out to my cousins if they're listening. I have my cousin from DC and my cousin from Orlando coming in town. So we're going to be outside. Speaking of outside, we were outside last weekend. Shout out to everybody who was a part of the juggling showcase that happened in Pembroke Pines. I attended the Y2K concert featuring Baby Sham. That was a fun time. Shout out to everybody who was there at the Miramar Amphitheater. And of course, we're not going to just tell you what happened, right? Last weekend was nice and I enjoyed myself thoroughly. Shout out to my ladies who were out there enjoying the old school 90s and 2000s vibes. Yes, there are spaces where, sometimes you don't really feel all of the current, nowadays dancehall, kind of vibe with it, but there are spaces, trust me, where you can get that old school nostalgia like we felt Sunday at the Y2K. That was so much fun. I enjoyed it thoroughly. And me and my friends, we enjoy ourselves, full joy ourselves. And I plan to be outside this weekend. Like I said, I got family in town, but we're also preparing you for the celebrations that will occur all across South Florida. Of course, in the Caribbean American community, we just celebrated Bahamian American independence, but Jamaica independence for the diaspora is coming up. Listen, that first weekend of August, we were going to be outside. We have so many things that you can choose from, including I Am Legend. That's a show coming up Sunday, August 3rd. I Am Legend featuring Cargo, The Angels, Ziggy Ranking at Luxurious Hall. That's in Lauderhill, 3500 Northwest 15th Street, Lauderhill, Florida. That's August 3rd, 6 p.m. Tickets available at Joy's Roti, Lalo's, Sweet Hand Kathy, DNG Restaurant, and Jamaica House. Again, I Am Legend is the name of that show, so you can check it out. We also have the big show, also in Lauderhill. Big up Lauderhill. It's going to be Sizzla Kalonji. Yeah, man. The show named Solid as a Rock. Yeah, I just can't stop me now. Let's go. In celebration of the 63rd Independence, Solid as the Rock is the show. featuring Sizzla, Kalonji, Itana, the strong one, Admiral, Tibet, Lady G, Hal Anthony, backed by the Cobra Band. I love music that is live. When you get a performer like Sizzla, plus the live bands, man, listen, it coming like church, coming like church. I cannot wait for that vibe. Listen, Solid as a Rock, tickets on sale now. Again, that is also Sunday, August 3rd. So another choice presented by Mayor Denise Grant, Commissioner John T. Hodgson of the City of Lauderhill. That will be at the Lauderhill Performing Arts Center, 3800 Northwest 11th Place, Lauderhill, 45 general admission, 120 VIP limited. Again, powered by us, the Voice of the Caribbean radio family. Yeah, and many more others. Thank you for our sponsors, and our partners. Right, big up our partners. So we're really excited about Solid as a Rock featuring Sizzla Kalonji. Yeah, man, that's going to be a big show. Of course, Amazing Fridays. That's how Mikey Mike, the one and only, says it. Amazing Fridays will be in full effect. That come in every Friday. That's coming on every Friday. That's in person at I-9 in Tamarack. You've never heard of it? It is a cute, very, very upscale location in Tamarack named I-9. And DJ Mikey Mike, alongside several guest DJs, each and every week will be performing amazing music. So you can come, relax with your friend them, kick back. It's it's really a good vibe. And if you look at the location, it's beautiful actually. So be ready to get out there tomorrow for Amazing Fridays. Yeah, man. And I can go on, but we're gonna get back to the show. Welcome again if you're just watching. My name is Suzette Speaks. I'm an attorney. I help people with personal injury cases. Yes. If you get injured at all, right? Whether it's on your job, whether it's in your car accident, whether it's in the hospital, I help those who have been injured to seek justice. Yeah, man. So you can call me anytime for that. And also, I love, being very active as a community advocate, right? So I help people register to vote. I go to a lot of different community and civic meetings. I'm also an MC and a host, right? If you see a community gathering, oftentimes I really enjoy engaging with the other human beings, right? It's sharing thoughts, sharing ideas, right? New experiences, right? Elevating one another is what I'm about. So in that vein, I had to really take a moment out just in this show to recognize my deep admiration for and respect for this actor, musician, poet, and like a brother to many of us. Theo, he played Theo Huxtable on The Cosby Show. I want to take some time out just to recognize his loss, the loss of this amazing man, Malcolm Jamal Warner. He was an actor, musician, and I said poet. Rose to prominence playing the role back in the 80s and 90s. If y'all remember Theo Huxtable. Why, Theodore Huxtable on the NBC sitcom The Cosby Show from 1984 to 1992, which earned him Emmy nomination for Outstanding Supporting Actor in a Comedy Series at the 38 Primetime Emmy Awards. He was also known for his roles as Malcolm McGee in the sitcom Malcolm and Eddie that aired from 1996 to 2000. He also played Dr. Alex Reed in the sitcom Read Between the Lines in 2011 to 2015 as well. Julius Rowe was the role he played in the sitcom Suits in 2016-2017, and Dr. A.J. Austin in the medical drama The Resident. Now, listen, I was telling you, I was trying to do my little self-care yesterday, so I went up. I'm gonna try to keep a once a month thing. If we can get like a, your pedicure or your manicure or your facial or your massage or whatever you do something for you. Do something for you, yeah? So I was getting my facial and massage, and as I did it, like I said, I have a wonderful massage therapist who don't speak no English, right? She come from South America, but she does a very good job, and she always allows me to try to speak to her in my Spanglish, and she's very patient. I'm honestly, if I spoke to her every day, my Spanish would be up to par, right? So I try to put my little verbs and conjugation together, and she try to I'm talking about no English. Yesterday a couple times she was like, I don't understand what you're saying, but she said it, no entiendes nada. So nonetheless, I was telling her, because she asked me what am I going to talk about on my show. I said I got to talk about the passing of Malcolm Jamal Warner, un actor famoso de los Estados Unidos. Okay, I'm telling her, And she says she doesn't know about it. And then she says, "Oh, el residente, el de el residente," which means the man that signed or starred in The Resident. And I was like, wow, a woman who is not, traditionally from black culture has a very clear idea of who I'm talking about and how, like I said, a worldwide impact this man had in his career at just 54 years young. He was born. Now, this is a curiosity. I don't know if this is even because he was very private. That's the other thing that I realized about him. He kept his wife private and his daughter. He never showed his daughter's face on social media. Neither released their names. So he never, his personal life he kept very private. On his Wikipedia page, it has that he was born in Jersey City, New Jersey in 1970, and he was named after Malcolm X and jazz pianist Ahmad Jamal, because his first name is hyphenated. Malcolm/Jamal is his first name. He was raised in Los Angeles from the age of 5, and at the age of 9, he demonstrated an interest in the show business that led to his enrollment in acting school. His career as a child performer later led him to graduate high school from the Professional Children's School in New York City, New York. Now, I was just curious because it doesn't show any information about his parents. Do you guys know where his parents were from? And again, I don't know. I was Googling the surname Warner, Malcolm Jamal Warner, and there is a Warner connection to the Caribbean as well. I don't know that he has one, but I'm curious. If you have any idea of his lineage, I'm just curious because he doesn't give it any discussion per Wikipedia, and I was trying to Google it yesterday. But if you have any information or you have any thoughts on his passing, you can feel free to call me 850-446-0562. Get you right in touch. Again, Suzette Speaks Show live 850-446-0562. Want to know your thoughts on the passing of Malcolm Jamal Warner and how it impacted you? Because like I said, it really, really impacted me in such a crazy way that I could not go on without